In the beginning, sometimes I heard one voice, other times I heard multiple voices.
I started having thoughts of harming myself. I needed help.
I thought, if I don't do something, to get some help, I'm gonna end up dying or something.
Society looks at schizophrenia either with indifference or fear. Both experiences are born of ignorance.
I don't know of any other illness that has the stigma attached to it that schizophrenia has.
Those stereotypes really bother me because I don't look at myself as a violent person. I don't have a split personality.
It's not a book written to tell you how and what to do as a dad or a mom.
People need to understand that these are people just like themselves.
We live normal lives. I live a normal life, for the most part at least.
Many people have been touched by somebody who is living with this disease.
My hope for people with schizophrenia is that they find at least one person in their lives who will listen to them, respect their opinion, and lead them to the table, lead them to treatment.
In the beginning, I tried to rationalize the symptoms of having schizophrenia, like hearing the voices. I would think that they were coming from my cell phone or the people around me. Sometimes I heard one voice, other times I heard multiple voices. They told me I was dishonored to my family. The symptoms got progressively worse during my years in college. Eventually, I just couldn't handle it anymore. I lost interest in school. I couldn't focus on my classwork or my assignments, and I dropped out of school. I learned of my diagnosis through an unfortunate crime I committed while experiencing psychosis. I was very confused and afraid at the time. I'd actually stolen a military truck from the airport and was arrested for that crime. While in jail, I stopped eating, drinking, speaking, living. The symptoms got progressively worse, and they didn't know what was wrong with me at first. Initially, I did not know that I had schizophrenia, so I refused to take the medication. I was in denial. I didn't have any insight. While I was in jail and I wasn't cooperating with my attorney, they had me take a competency test, which I failed. So later on, I got committed to a state hospital where they diagnosed me. I'm able to talk about it now because it's in the past, and I know that I've survived it, and I'm coping with it and continuously working on my recovery. And I talk about it a lot just to share my story with other people so that they know that they can recover as well. Society views schizophrenia as a person having a split personality or a person who is extremely violent or dangerous. Those stereotypes really bother me because I don't look at myself as a violent person. I don't have a split personality.